Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing absolutely fine. Today we are going to see very important but very interesting topic, and the name of the topic is trigonometry, or you can say trigonometry, which will be made easy after watching this video. So make sure you watch video till end, and if you like it, make sure you share with all your friends. So let's begin with trigonometry. Now, about trigonometry, you should remember one very important thing, that is, trigonometry is always related with a right angle triangle. Now, let's first understand what is a right angle triangle. See, if you observe here, we have drawn one right angle triangle. Let's name that triangle as ABC, whose angle B is 90 degree. Now, if you observe here, there are three angles: angle A, angle B, and angle C, from which one angle, that is angle B, is 90 degree. We all know side opposite to right angle is called as hypotenuse. So here AC will be hypotenuse. Now if you observe A, B and C, B is 90 degree, but there are two more angles, that is A and C. So let's understand this each angle one by one very carefully. See, if you observe angle A, for this angle A, opposite side is BC, and for this angle A, adjacent side will be AB. So we'll just note it down. For angle A, opposite side will be BC and adjacent side will be AB. Now if you observe angle C, similarly if you observe angle C, for angle C, opposite side will be AB, and adjacent side for this same angle C will be BC. So we'll just note down this also. For angle C, opposite side is AB and adjacent side is BC. I hope that everyone is clear till here. So a right angle triangle have three angles: angle A, angle B and angle C, from which the side which is opposite to right angle is called as hypotenuse, and the sides which we get from other two angles are marked as opposite and adjacent. See, now if we mark again angle A, for this angle A, we just now saw opposite side is BC and adjacent side is AB. Now let's understand from this opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse, how can we get trigonometric ratios. This is very important. Listen very carefully. See, what we are going to do is we'll form six ratios, or you can say six trigonometric ratio. Now how these ratios are formed? We'll pick these three sides: opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse. See, first if I pick opposite and hypotenuse, one ratio is formed. Then if we pick adjacent and hypotenuse, another ratio is formed. So what we have done, from this three, we are making pairs of two. First we are making pair of opposite and hypotenuse. Then we made pair of adjacent and hypotenuse. Now we will make pair of opposite and adjacent. I hope you have understood these three pairs. First is opposite and hypotenuse, or you can say opposite upon hypotenuse. Second is adjacent upon hypotenuse, and third is opposite upon adjacent. Now this first ratio or first pair, which is opposite upon hypotenuse, is called as sine. The second pair or second ratio, that is adjacent upon hypotenuse, is called as cos. And the third pair or third ratio, opposite upon adjacent, is called as tan. So these were three trigonometric ratios which we got from these three sides, that is adjacent, opposite and hypotenuse. Now here one important thing you should remember, we have taken angle A. So opposite and adjacent is BC and AB. If we take angle C, the opposite side and adjacent side will be changed, which we saw in last slide previously. So make sure you write the name of opposite and adjacent side very carefully. It depends on which angle you select. Now let's observe this ratio again. See, first ratio is sine A, which is opposite upon hypotenuse. Second ratio is cos A, which is adjacent upon hypotenuse. And third ratio is tan A, which is opposite upon adjacent. Now what we are going to do is we need more three ratios. So what we will do, we'll take reciprocal of all these three. That means we'll just flip it. That means first opposite upon hypotenuse will become hypotenuse upon opposite. Second, adjacent upon hypotenuse will become hypotenuse upon adjacent. And third, opposite upon adjacent will become adjacent upon opposite. Now let's name this. First, which is hypotenuse upon opposite, is called as cosec. Second, which is hypotenuse upon adjacent is called as sec, and third, which is adjacent upon opposite, is called as cot. So students, remember this, these are three trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, and reciprocal of all these three are cosec, sec, and cot. Don't forget these six trigonometric ratios. These are very important, and also remember their formula: opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent, accordingly, which is written over here. If you want, you can pause this video right now and take screenshot of this page. Okay, I hope that everyone is clear till here. Now, let's form some relation between these trigonometric ratio, all these six trigonometric ratio. See, we are going to form some relation between all six trigonometric ratio. First, let's quickly revise again. Very fast, we'll revise all six trigonometric ratio which was studied just now. First was sine, sine A. The formula for sine A was opposite upon hypotenuse. Second was cos. Formula for cos was adjacent upon hypotenuse. Third was tan. Formula for tan was opposite upon adjacent. Then we took reciprocal of all these three. So reciprocal of sine, that is, we're going to flip this. So we'll flip opposite upon hypotenuse as hypotenuse upon opposite. That was cosec. So we'll write cosec is hypotenuse upon opposite. Then we flipped adjacent upon hypotenuse. We got sec as hypotenuse upon adjacent. And lastly, we flipped opposite upon adjacent and we got cot, that was adjacent upon opposite. I hope that everyone is clear with all these six trigonometric ratios. Very good. Now let's begin to form some relation between these six trigonometric ratios. Now students, if you observe the first pair, sine and cosec, if you observe sine, if we flipped sine, we got cosec. That means sine is reciprocal of cosec and cosec is reciprocal of sine. That means if sine is opposite upon hypotenuse, cosec was hypotenuse upon opposite. That means we can say that sine is equal to 1 upon cosec and cosec is equal to 1 upon sine. Similarly, if you observe second pair, that is cos and sec, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse. If you flip it, we get sec, that is hypotenuse upon adjacent. That means cos is reciprocal of sec and sec is reciprocal of cos. So we can write cos is equal to 1 upon sec and sec is equal to 1 upon cos. Similarly, if you observe third pair, that is tan and cot, tan is opposite upon adjacent, and if you flip it, we'll get adjacent upon opposite, that is nothing but it is cot. That means tan is equal to 1 upon cot and cot will be equal to 1 upon tan. So we'll note that also. I hope that this six relation are very clear. We have flipped all the formulas and we got reciprocal and we wrote that. That means sine is equal to 1 upon cosec, cosec is equal to 1 upon sine. Then we got cos is equal to 1 upon sec, sec is equal to 1 upon cos. And lastly, we got tan is equal to 1 upon cot and cot is equal to 1 upon tan. Now, students, if you observe tan, above tan there are two ratios. One is sine and other is cos. So remember this very important relation between tan, sine and cos. See, tan, above tan there is sine and cos. So you can write it as tan is equal to sine upon cos. This is very important relation between tan, sine and cos. Don't forget this. This is very important. How we got this relation? See, if you observe above tan, there is sine and cos. So we have written in same format. So you can remember in this way that tan is equal to sine upon cos. Now if you observe here, tan is equal to 1 upon cot. That means cot is reciprocal of tan. That means if we flip this sine and cos, if we flip this sine and cos, it will be cos upon sine. So that means since tan is equal to 1 upon cot, so if we want cot, cot will be equal to cos upon sine, that is reciprocal of tan. I hope you are clear with all this 8 relation between trigonometric ratios. Remember all this 8 relation, they are very important. They are used in many sum in 9th standard as well as in 10th standard. If you want, you can take screenshot of this page also, relation between all trigonometric ratios. And before going, if you like and if you understood this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, that is Manjot Sir. And if you have any doubt, you can just mention in comment. I will surely reply. Also, you can message if you have any doubt on Instagram and Twitter with same ID, that is Manjot sir. Chalo, we'll meet next time. Goodbye. Take care. Bye bye.